I'd like to call the Tuesday, June 4th, 2019 Papillion City Council meeting to order. Mrs. Brown, would you please take the roll?
Sunday. Here. Mumgard. Here. Gaines. Here. Glover. Here. Jaworski. Here. Klug. Hello. Stubbe. Here. Ingberg. Here.
Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? Thank you. And do we have an affidavit of publication on file?
We do.
And a current copy of the Open Meetings Act is posted in the back of the council chambers. Ms. Myers, Administrator's Report, please.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple things while I was out over the last 2 weeks on vacation, and thank you, Amber, for filling in while I was gone. But first of all, the fire department has taken delivery of the 2 new ambulances that we ordered probably at least 12 months ago. It takes a while to get them here, so we're anxious to put the current 10-year-old unit on the back burner and just use that in the event that we've got a need for it. Also want to congratulate Doug Huggins and Sumter Amphitheater. We were awarded one of the Omaha's favorite outdoor concert venues, so again, good job to Doug. A very active venue as well. This Friday we've got a free movie night showing Mary Poppin Returns. We've got a free comedy night on Sunday, June 9th, and again, activities throughout the summer, so please check the Sumter website for more information. Excuse me. Also, if you recall, last year in the budget, we put money for an expanded dog park. Tony indicated that is at least operational. It's not quite complete yet, but it's out in the Walnut Creek Recreation Area, so that's good news. There's 2 acres that are available for large breed dogs and 1 acre available for small dogs, and the area is enclosed with a 6-foot fence. Soon to arrive are doggy drinking fountains, I understand, benches, and much more. So thanks to Tony and your team. And again, once that's fully operational, we'll have Trent out there doing some more publicity regarding that. And then lastly, our big event starts next week, Papillion Days. It kicks off on Wednesday, June 12th at a free concert at Sumter Amphitheater featuring Recaptured, a tribute to Journey. I don't know if you were there last year, but a great event. That concert begins at 7 p.m. On Thursday, the Papillion Idol Contest begins at 6 p.m. And of course, that's hosted by our Papillion Mayor's Youth Council. Always a great event are the Bellino fireworks on Friday evening, and the parade is on Saturday at 2 p.m. So again, please come join us in the fun, and a great thanks to the Papillion Community Foundation and Laura Swartz and her team. So that's the end of my report.
Thank you very much. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Motion by Councilman Gaines. Second by Councilman Sunday. Do you have any proponents? Do we have any opponents? Council discussion? Please vote.
8 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Next is item F1, Ordinance 1843. An ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2018-2019 budget. Is there a motion to approve Ordinance 1843? Motion by Councilman Klug. Second by Councilman Stubbe. Any council discussion? Please vote.
8 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. F2, Ordinance 1844. An ordinance to approve a modification to existing water rates. Is there a motion to approve Ordinance 1844? Motion by Councilman Glover. Second by Councilman Stubbe. Any discussion? Please vote.
8 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Item F3, Ordinance 1845, an ordinance to amend Section 158.10, Section 158.11, and Section 158.13 of Chapter 158 of the Papillion Municipal Code to align language relative to the setting of sewer rates with Nebraska Revised Statute 16694 and to modify language relative to cost variance between inside city limit and outside city limit sewer rates. Is there a motion to approve Ordinance 1845? Motion by Councilman Ingberg. Second by Councilman Gaines. Any discussion? Please vote.
8 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion passes. Item F4, Ordinance 1846. An ordinance to approve a modification to existing sewer connection fees, service charges, and sewer use fees and rates. Is there a motion to approve ordinance 1846? Motion by Councilman Glover. Second by Councilman Jaworski. Mr. Stubbe.
Yeah, Mayor, as an employee of the city of Omaha that has direct responsibility for the collection and treatment of the wastewater that's generated, I believe I need to recuse myself.
Okay, and from what I understand, that does not need a second. It's not debatable, but we do need to take a vote on the request to abstain. Vote yes is for allowing abstention. A vote no does not. Please vote.
Seven yeas, 0 nays, 1 abstention by Stubbe.
Motion passes. Is there any council discussion? If not, please vote.
Seven yeas, 0 nays, 1 abstention by Stubbe.
Motion passes. It's all the regular agenda items, and I don't think any committees met the last couple of weeks. Do we have any comments from the floor? Seeing none. Any council comments? Quiet. Mr. Mumgard.
Yeah, I'm sitting there sleeping. I just wanted to thank the golf crew. I played in a golf tournament this Sunday for the Paralyzed Veterans of America fundraiser, and one of my teammates is a man who lives in a wheelchair, paraplegic, and he was able to play because the staff at Eagle Hills brought over to the golf course our solo rider, which is, of course, anybody who plays golf knows that that's a golf cart that has a swing out seat and you can play golf sitting down. So we had a very enjoyable outing and raised some money for the Paralyzed Veterans of America. And he was able to have that afternoon because of the goodwill of the folks principally at Eagle. And I just want to thank them, and I want to encourage anybody who's out there might be listening to this, that cart could get more use. If you have anybody who's a golfer who has some mobility issues, get in touch with the Eagle people and use our solo rider. It can give you a really good day on the golf course. And I want to thank them for going to the effort of doing that.
Thank you very much. Ms. Hanson, you'll pass that on? I will do that. Thank you very much. Any other comments? Just a few items from the last couple of weeks. We did have a Sarpy Wastewater Agency meeting. Main thing being looked at are the fees to pioneer the infrastructure, and OPPD's got an idea of how to use some in lieu of fees to maybe jumpstart that. We're working with the agency to understand how reimbursements would work, because the bulk of the initial development and the bulk of that fee will be coming from Papillion, so we'll probably be doing the pioneering of the South Sewer, and we just want to make sure then as people connect on outside of our area that there's a reimbursement coming back. So that's probably the main item of discussion of what the agency's working on. And so at some point in time in the near future there'll be a vote of the agency, but then whatever agreement is voted on will come before you to actually vote on as well. So you'll have a final say in whatever that arrangement is. La Vista had their La Vista Days, and they had Mayor's Luncheon. Several of us went over for that. We had a really good Memorial Day. There were actually 3 events in Papillion, one in the morning with the American Legion, one at the National Cemetery, a large event. Councilman Mumgard was there as well. And then one in the evening, again with the Legion at Veterans Park, and Councilman Ingberg was there. So that was a good day. And then attended the State of the County. And there was some really good information shared at the State of the County regarding a lot of the census data, who's moving into Sarpy County by age group and demographic. And we're contemplating maybe having a joint working session of the Planning Commission and the City Council sometime to have that presentation made to us, because I think a lot of it will impact decisions we make from a long-term planning. And if we don't do it as the joint that way, then maybe at the next council retreat, bring that in and have that be one of the topics. So there's really good information from a long-term view. We also had a United Cities meeting. Most of it was just a recap of the legislative session and gearing up then for understanding what the summer interim hearings are, but we don't have a lot of information there yet. And then St. Columbkille Senior Group invited me over. They just wanted to get a general update on what's going on around Papillion, so I went over and spoke with them. I think that's all the updates of mine from the last couple of weeks. Any other council comments? If not, we have a motion to adjourn. Motion by Councilman Glover. Second by Councilman Gaines. Please vote.
Eight yeas, 0 nays.
We are adjourned.